Hi, today I'm going to react to this band called Yes, because why say no when you can say yes? This was a tipped request for me to do the entire album, and this looks like it's 1972, and I'm guessing this is because I've been on this little progressive prog. What bothers me about the word progressive, no, progressive rock makes sense. When they shorten it to prog rock, I don't like it. I don't know why. It's like prog rock, yeah, yeah. Progressive rock sounds cool. Um, but yeah, someone said, Close to the Edge is regarded by many people as the greatest prog rock album ever. The title track never fails to bring tears to my eyes and joy and thank you. And just from reading the comments of this page, it just says Close to the Edge is a landmark album. Oh, title track Close to the Edge is a 19-minute tour de force that is considered one of the greatest achievements in progressive rock. Okay. John Anderson's soaring vocal add an extra layer of emotion. And there's two other epic tracks. Okay, so going to be long. We're going to do the whole album. Therefore, I'm not going to pause. That's my style. I instead have this Microsoft Word pad right here. And yeah. And if you skip to the very end of the video, I'll explain to you guys how to request a reaction in case you would like to suggest something for me to listen to. Other than that, I'll be typing. I won't be pausing. I might talk over it, but not too much. I try to type. Okay, let's go. And I might eat this Atomic Fireball because it keeps me really focused. Sucking on a candy helps me really focus because I have ADHD, which is why I also type. Because if I just sit here, my mind will start to be like, I need to do the dishes. I need to walk. I don't have a dog, but I'd be like, I should get a dog to walk it. You know what I mean? Like, that's like how ADD minds are. All right, let's go. Oh, and a bird.
down by the corner, close to the end, down by the river. Seasons will pass me by. Get up, get down. I get down.
Mm-hmm. birds. Okay, hold on. Pausing after this track. I still look there. I still have the candy. You just have to eat it really slow, okay? So, I was thinking about the lyrics and they were like, oh, down by the river. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the nature from the beginning until the end. They're like, oh, down by the river. So there's like the sounds like you're down by the river. It's like the running water or whatever. But, you know, it's kind of depressing. Seasons will pass you by. Now that's all over and done. So you're dying. Now that you're whole, seasons will pass you by. I mean, I get depressed every winter because I'm like, oh, it's dark, it's cold. And then I'm like, the next thing I know, then it's the next winter. And then you're like, oh my God, how did the year go by? And now we're in the next year. Now it's almost 2026. And then you're like, oh my God, I just keep getting older. I get up, I get down. I get depressed from the winter, and then I get happy from the summer. That's at least my relationship to the song. Everyone's allowed to have their own relationship to the lyrics. I don't really understand about the seasoned witch. Who is that? You know, taste the fruit of man, recorded, losing all against the hour. This is a very just poetic, you know, the dewdrop can exalt us like the music of the sun. Okay. We're kind of slaves to something here. Changes of the summer, color of the sky, relieve tension, only to find out the master's name. You must subquiesce. You must be subservient, I guess, to nature, to God, to the universe, to whatever higher power you believe in, perhaps. Eclipsed with the younger moon, attained with love. Sad courage. Sudden call shouldn't take away the startled memory. Down by the edge, down by the corner. Then there was the white lace lady thing. Maybe that's the same witch they're talking about. 2 million people barely satisfy. 200 women watch one woman cry too late. It's pretty deep stuff that I don't necessarily understand. How old will I be before I come of age for you? I mean, who are we talking about here? But yeah, I get up, I get down, I get up, I get down. I mean, it's a pretty deep poem situation that I think could be interpreted a lot of ways, but I don't know, it's just kind of sad about the seasons passing by. I guess it's like just hang out by the river and everything's connected, circle of life, kumbaya, I guess. Don't lose connection with nature. Just, just be like in awe of everything around you. Pay attention to the good with the bad, maybe. Anyway, let's go to the next song. I am doing, where are we? Yes. Okay, there's 2 more. We're halfway through the album, but there's 2 more songs, as you can see. And that candy lasted 19 minutes, so it's pretty good, right? Okay.
between the picture of time and the face of me. Coming quickly to terms of all expression made. Emotion revealed is the ocean made. All complete
In the sight of seeds.
of life with you.
Okay. Bye.
And you and I climb over the sea to and you
And I
reach out for reasons to call.
Part 2, Eclipse.
Coming quickly to terms of all expression made. Emotion revealed as the ocean made. As the movement began, the regarded both the same. All complete in the sight of season life with you. Sat preacher nailed upon the colored door of time. Insane teacher, be there reminded of the rhyme. There'll be no mutant enemy, we shall certify. Political ends, our sad remains will die. Reach out as forward taste begin to enter you. I listened on but could not see. Light tempo change out and inside me. The preacher training on patient man. A clearer future, morning, evening, nights with you. And you and I clear crossing the shapes of the morning. And you and I reach over the sun for the river. And you and I glide clearer towards the movement. And you and I gold over valleys of endless sea.
Okay. I like that's called And You and I, and then they say And You and I a lot. I like that. It was very pretty. As I was typing, guys, I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of the Pink Floyd. I was like saying how I've never heard Pink Floyd before, actually, and I still haven't heard Pink Floyd. I've never heard Dark Side of the Moon. I know it's like very famous and stuff, but I was at this concert and they were like, we're performing for the 50th anniversary of Wish You Were Here. We're gonna do all of Wish You Were Here. And I was like, okay. And they put up like a projection and they had like some synthy stuff to help the band. It's like a keyboard, a guitar, a bass, and a drum. But they did the whole album and I was like, oh, this is interesting. But honestly, this last song reminded me a lot of that album that I heard live. I was like, okay, so maybe it's like the same genre, progressive, prog rock. I don't know why I hate saying that. I like that though. Very experimental, you know, and out there, but pleasant and like just kind of like, oh, let's put on this record and just chill out. And the first track I think was more unique from what I've heard elsewhere in any other like progressive thing. And this second track just reminded me of that. I don't know why. Maybe that's like the wrong comparison, but it's just what my brain thought. Okay, there's one more track, or I guess it was a record, just kind of played, but there's one more composition on this album. And it is And You and I, Siberian Khatru. All right, Siberian Khatru. Let me pull my lyrics away here to get new ones. All right, that's the album. It's cool. I like it. It's kind of like deep. I mean, like I don't really know what it's about, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like it's kind of interpretive and I'm sure it's about something, but like for me as just the casual poetry reader and listening to it, I'm like, well, it could be about a lot of things. It could be about however you interpret it, or maybe there's like a certain poetic idea that's all based on that I don't know about as the background. Like, I don't know, but I think that's nice. I mean, it definitely is in that progressive rock genre, like it has a lot of similarities. Like I said, it reminded me of that other album thing. Um, but I like it. I could see it just being interesting to listen to. Like you put on the whole thing and you're like, oh, that was a really cool 43 minutes of my life. And it was a really cool 43 minutes of my life. And if I heard it again, I'd be like, oh, cool. I'd hear it and recognize it in the background. The singing is really nice. I mean, there was good harmony. And they use the voice to emphasize things in different ways. And some things are harmonized, some things aren't, and some things have interesting melodies, and some things have repetitive melodies. And so there's definitely a lot there. A lot of thought was put into this. And then, the other track and the first track where it went all church organ suddenly, and like there's definitely all these different soundscapes and just different ways to make music, and it doesn't just stick with obviously not basic rock because it's prog rock. A little bit of synthesizer, a little bit of like orchestration, but it also, like I said, it reminded me of the song that had sections, which my question I wrote in the chat in the notepad was, did they have that listed on some kind of album insert that there's like one, two, three, four parts to that second song? Because like in the Nights in White Satin, how it's like the morning, the night, whatever, like there were like sections. And it was like a whole story. I'm wondering is like, did you know that in the album insert or you just had to like figure it out later? Like the internet tells me that because there's lyrics, but did you guys know that there were four sections? And also like when I listened to Terrapin Station the first time, and then I was like looking at the lyrics and I'm like, oh, there's also like sections in Terrapin Station where it goes through this kind of hero saga. But I'm like, it's just interesting, like how that seems to be kind of the thing for the 70s in this progressive rock genre to kind of tell a story and just go with it. So I mean, I could see how this is influential to a lot of things that followed it. And for 1972, and that's before 1975, right? The other album I was referencing from Pink Floyd. So that's cool. Maybe they were the real, maybe these guys were the real pioneers, and Pink Floyd's copying them. I don't know. Just saying. There's a lot to examine here. So, but yeah, everything was well done. I think it's a piece of art overall. It's a masterpiece. But yeah, for me to just hear something once, it's like I have to really sit with it for a while. I have to think about the lyrics. I can't just know what it is about on that first listen. I'd have to listen again, listen, like read the poetry, do some research on it, figure out how it all ties together, if it does tie together, if all the tracks are related to each other. And that's where I'd go with that. Anyway, as promised, if you want to make, let's go to my spreadsheet first. And these are my cue for reaction videos. We're going to mark this green because the album is done. All the green stuff I have completed. And the white ones here are requests. Yeah, these are all tipped requests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So as of December 6th, I have 12 things in the queue. And you can request a reaction on my form right here, request form. And if you tip, you end up on the tip list. And if you don't tip, you end up on this list, which look, a lot of them are getting, I choose to do them from time to time, especially on like live streams. I'll just go off this list. So please put in a request anyway. And don't, and if you can't tip, even also some people have told me in the sections that they're disabled and living off government assistance. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still going to do your request. I'm not going to penalize you, not just because you can't tip me, like, please tell me that if you feel comfortable. And like, I don't want anyone to feel obligated, you know, like I feel terrible for like all, you know, and I'm really understanding of everyone's situation. I'm also doing this because I have to work extra just to keep up with inflation. You know, I'm a mom, so I'm just like, I gotta hustle. This is my decade to hustle. Um, it's not my time to take a back seat yet. I have to be right in the hardworking era of my life. I have to be going 110 miles an hour. I just have to hustle. I just have to hustle. That's just what it is. So, but I totally understand everybody's situation. And so I would never want anyone to feel like they shouldn't even request if they can't tip. Just tell me that. And I'll be like, oh my God, like let me react to that when I can, you know? I have done definitely, someone only tipped me $1 once. I still did it. So I'm just saying, and even if, and someone couldn't tip at all and I still did it. So I'm just saying, like, I'm not all about the money, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I definitely need to hustle for myself, but I understand everyone's situation. I'm very like sympathetic to it. So that's my point. I've been there, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, that's how you request. And that's pretty much all you need to know. Please subscribe. And there are notifications you can turn on. And the YouTube membership option just gives you early access to videos and access the higher level to get a full live stream replays and some other things. I'm coming up with perks as I go. Okay, I've just been doing this since April 2025, just over 6 months or so. So I'm just learning as I'm going and figuring out how to run a YouTube channel. So it's kind of a trial and error. So just be really gracious with me, please. Thank you. And yes was awesome. And like I said, why say no when you can say yes? Okay, bye.